I'm Tore Waldhausen. I studied civil engineering, and then I found out the building industry has a massive impact on climate change, on the resources, on everything. There is a huge impact, but we can flip it. We can turn it around and make this problem that we have right now to an opportunity. I get to know the cradle-to-cradle context, or the cradle-to-cradle ideology. People cannot only reduce their footprint. If they think about what they do, they can maybe go to the next step and build a positive footprint. From this point on, I try to translate this vision of cradle-to-cradle to the building sector. So we needed to find out what can we do on the market, what is the market need right now. We built R3leaf, a platform and an automated web application that just by putting in your address and some pictures of your building, you get information how to refurbish this building and how to green it, how to reduce the temperatures, and how to put that building on a sustainable way. You get the information, how much does it cost, and who is able to do it. With that, the decision makers, our clients, are able to evaluate their next steps. What we want, that we build an ecosystem which shares the same values, which shares regenerative solutions. Regeneration for us is a little different than sustainability, because as I mentioned earlier, the cradle-to-cradle philosophy told me that it's not only possible to reduce your negative input, but to build up a positive. Reducing the footprint for me is sustainability, and my interpretation of regenerative is to create positive impacts. And this is how can we strengthen our ecosystem? How can we produce more energy than a building emits? How can we clean the air? How can we clean the water? And how can we build more soil than before? The first solution we have is just to put shadow on the windows. So it's necessary not just to look at the building, but also to be outside. And then you can also reduce the asphalt area, and maybe it's possible to get a little bit more green on the parking spots. To use the water once it's raining, that it stays on the area and cools it. To use plants for cooling, because they use evapotranspiration to cool the outside of the building, and also green like trees or facade greening can make shadow to the windows and to the walls, that they have reduced temperature by itself. The surrounding is more important than we think it is. We were really lucky that we could start with the first project with the company Wirth. They have 600 buildings in Germany that they deal with, that they have, and say we want to be climate neutral in a couple of years. The European makes laws that the building sector needs to fulfill. The society is yelling loudly for it. The climate is yelling loudly for it. So we do not have another choice than to change our economics system, but we need to be as fast as possible. And that's why we did not just say we want to transform the building sector. We said we want to accelerate it and to be one of the pioneers, because it's much easier to go for it right now and to change the system, or to change the company system right now, than to change it in 5 or 10 years. We invented, in our modern language, we invented the word nature. Because before that, we didn't need a word for nature, because everything was nature. But by building cities, for some reason, we feel to be in the nature as soon as we are outside of the city. And this is kind of sad, but it gives me the impression that we need the green, the nature surround us. This is a big chance for us to think cities in a new way, because if everybody wants it, why not just do it? And I think it's not only worth trying because of the temperature reducement, it's also worth trying because of cultural aspects, to bring people together because of new ideas or visions. And and we definitely need it for our health, for the air quality. So there's so many good aspects of more nature in the city that there's just no reason not to do it.